Hi, everybody. This is the Baseball Hut, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the people's champion, your host, the Hut, and welcome back to the Baseball Hut 2. I hope you like this video and hit that subscribe button. I'm going to give you something a little different. Usually everybody sort of waxes poetic about Shohei Ohtani. And obviously he is a great talent. He does things that no one has been able to do, on a regular basis in the major leagues. He's able to pitch and to hit, which is rather unusual. We've seen other players do this. We've seen players that have pitched at times and have hit at times. Obviously, the most famous one is Babe Ruth. He started up as a great pitcher. If he didn't hit, he probably would have been a Hall of Fame pitcher. And then he became like this sort of, supernatural figure in the history of the sport. And maybe in all sports. Everything says Ruthian. You're the Babe Ruth of this, you're the Babe Ruth of that. That's always like a compliment. I heard a thing about what he said, I guess something new that came out, that Ruth said that it was very difficult, it was impossible to be able to hit and pitch on a regular basis. Now, if a guy that could do it both on a very high level says that, you kind of take that into account. Now, I would mention that Shohei Ohtani has done that, but he's had to deal with two major injuries to his elbow. Twice. In the first 6 years of his career. But the thing about Ohtani, just looking at him, he's a weird guy. I mean, to be honest with you. And the fact that he is looking for a lot of money, $550, $600 million, that the talk is, he's just not worth it. I know he does a lot of good things. He's a very good pitcher. He's a very good hitter. He makes himself into a great player. But he is not a winning player. He did not help the Angels win in the 6 years he was there. They did not go to postseason. Last year, when the team made all those trades that helped them win the last wild card, he did not play well. I don't know, and he didn't pitch well. I don't know if it's because the injury had caught up with him or whatnot. But the reality is that he is a guy that does not make your team better. I said that in a previous video. He does not make your team better. You can live with him on your team, or you can live without him on your team. The word is the Dodgers and the Blue Jays are in on him. We know for a fact that he doesn't want any pressure, because that's why he originally signed with the Angels. He knew that was a small market within a big market. They're the second team in town. The Angels will always be second team to the Dodgers. We know he wants no part of the East Coast. He wants no part of New York. Word was this week that he said that he could never see himself playing in New York. It's the second time this has come out. I have no issue with that. I don't think the Mets should do that, or really, quite frankly, the Yankees should have done that. Although he probably would have really hit really well in Yankee Stadium. But I don't think that he is cut out for that kind of. He clearly doesn't want the pressure. Even though he says all the right things, he wants to win, he wants to be on a team that wins. But unless you're willing to go to a big market, how many teams have the ability to sign you and be in a big market, plus give you some kind of protection against the media, against the kind of fandom that you're dealing with? Now, Toronto's Canada. It's in Canada. So if he were to go to the Blue Jays, what kind of pressure is he dealing with there? Not a lot. They'll treat him like a rock star. He'll never, and the Hut means ever be criticized for anything. And obviously, if he goes to the Dodgers have won. They have the sort of the wherewithal to protect him. He's been in California. He's been in Los Angeles. He knows the terrain in terms of the media there. They're not going to criticize him. They're not going to go over the top. They're not going to say how weird he is. I'll tell you how weird he is. A word came out yesterday that the name of his dog is the name of the team that he's going to sign with. I have a question. If the dog has a name, then he knows what team he's going to. So say, for instance, the dog's name is, this is how stupid this is. So if he named the dog Dodger, right? And he's been calling this dog Dodger. I'm just using an example. Why is he negotiating with the Blue Jays? Why is he negotiating with the Blue Jays if the dog's name is Dodger? Based off this stupid concept that I heard yesterday and this morning about it. So why is he wasting the time of the Blue Jays? I can't figure that one out. Secondly, the fact that the name of the dog is a secret. Who cares? What's the big deal? And I've had dogs my whole life. This is so stupid. Then you have this situation where if you're talking to him, you're talking to his camp, don't talk about it. Keep it secret. Keep it dark. Keep it low. Keep it on the down low. There's something weird about this guy. Is this a guy you want on your team if they're going to act like this? I wouldn't want him on the Mets. I wouldn't want him on the Yankees. I wouldn't want him in any big market with any kind of pressure. Very, very strange. A very, very strange situation. A very strange player. And you want to stay as far away from him as possible, I think. I saw Mad Dog. This is really the reason I'm doing this kind of video. Because the more I thought about it, Mad Dog inspired this video. He mentioned some of the things I'm saying in this video. I'll take it a step further. We've never seen anybody do both at the same time. He's doing things that no one's done. And we know how things have advanced in terms of, health technology, physical technology. But what has this sport been dealing with for the last 25 years? You can figure that out in the comments section. Because to me, that is something you want to stay away from with this player. I got a funny feeling we're going to hear something that's not going to be too nice about this guy. Okay, the fact that he's all secretive, no one ever really mentions how he is personality-wise. Everything's a big mystery with him. If you're a Met fan, you saw how Kodai Senga is. He's just, a funny guy, very, very open to things. He's got a big personality. And I think as the years go on, you'll see more of that personality. But this guy, this Ohtani, he's a little weird. And very secretive. It makes me wonder what the deal is. That's all I'll say. You can leave the comments in the comments section. But again, no one has ever done this. You have to ask a very simple question. How is he able to do something that Babe Ruth couldn't do on a regular basis? Babe Ruth did it for 1 year, folks, I don't think people know that. In 1919, he did that for 1 year with the Red Sox. He hit 29 home runs being a semi-regular outfielder, and he pitched. And he said it was very difficult to do. He said it was impossible to do. So the historically important George Herman Root says that. Take that shit to the bank. And I don't care what anybody says about how, he ate hot dogs and did all this stuff. Guys that have been at the top, and this is a guy who was on top, ahead of everybody in all sports when he was alive, and even till today. People still talk about him 100 years later. You take that shit to the bank. I don't care what technology can do and what health can do. Knowing how to take care of yourselves. Just keep that in mind. So, let me know what you think about this video. Of course, please subscribe to Baseball Hut 2, and I'll see you later.